Welcome back to Dum-Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never roleplayed before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Great Wizard Bukake, your host. Our anti-heroes have brought Fingers Keene into their confidence. Echo passed messages back and forth with Ginny through placemats. The Forsaken collected a list of traitorous guild members to kill, and Quinny successfully formed an alliance with the former guild. Can these anti-heroes survive their coming battle with magically empowered werewolves? Find out next on Dum-Dums and Dragons!
Dum-Dums, you've successfully met with Fingers Keene, the leader of the guild. You had a nice little lunch with her, having been led there by Mr. Poon. You also ran into Ginny, who is undercover as Janice, a server at Three Old Kegs. She was able to get a message to you that she is doing fine and she'll be in touch later, but is clearly kind of on the information gathering case that you wanted. Supporting the guild by installing better leaders in several of the kingpin seats around the city. You're now starting to turn your eyes towards a list of turncoats that Fingers Keene gave you, that the Nightmare Lord was able to convert to his evil ways. As well as Dusthawk Hill and the werewolves that live there, led by Zog, the Red Wolf. So those are kind of your two major objectives. You just finished with Fingers Keene where we last left off. Where would you guys head back to the Elf Song? What would be your next port of call?
Is there anything we can do in the Upper City while we're here?
To prep for getting into Dusthawk with, Nine Fingers information that we probably talked to Luck Duck about maybe giving us passage along the shore there to find the lightning struck tree. And that's our way in.
He'd already said his people would take us wherever we wanted to go.
Yeah, so that would work pretty perfectly, I think. I want to take a look at something, though. I reach into my pack and I want to pull out Rafe's, the monster hunter, Rafe's book. I picked that up in the forest. Mm-hmm. It's a bestiary. I'm not sure the pronunciation. Bestiary. I want us to look up what kind of info he's got on werewolves, if that gives us any kind of inside edge on stuff we could maybe pick up while we're here or anything like that.
Great. Let me open the monster manual and tell you what you learn.
Great.
So, a werewolf is a savage predator that can appear as humanoid, as a wolf, or as a terrifying hybrid form. A furred and well-muscled humanoid body topped by a ravening wolf's head. Werewolves are vulnerable to silvered attacks. They have a keen sense of hearing and smell. Yeah, that's pretty much what you would get. I mean, it's everything else you would see from this is what you've already experienced. Yeah. Like regeneration is uncommon, but not unheard of.
We know that I have it, but we don't know if it's from the Red Wolf.
Correct.
Right.
Can
I find an entry on a red werewolf?
No.
Okay.
No, he's got just sort of, there's probably rumors of various things, but like, would he have an entry on the Red Wolf?
Well, I mean, here's the big question, Tom. It might be this. Has anybody survived fighting the Red Wolf? Because if they haven't, then there's no entry, because nobody's been able to study the fucking thing and walk away.
Yeah, I think what you would probably find is rumors of different strains of lycanthropy.
Okay.
So, rumors of, a red wolf, etc. But the weird piece for all of this is the alpha gumbo is such a specific thing that Crendon knows about because he was subjected to it. But like Chickless Nage was like out living in the woods with the Fries. So it's not like this is a like known entity, right? He was just like tinkering in the woods. So the name Zog the Goblin Shredder might actually even appear in this bestiary as like alpha werewolf, but I don't think he would be identified as the Red Wolf necessarily. Right. There might be some discussion of, and again, knowing the Rafe Stone that you met, like perhaps ice, like, it's just that kind of early ideation. But yeah, to Ryan's point, I don't think this is there's no old man from Jaws who's sitting there being like, yeah, I know the red wolf.
Yeah.
You're going to need a bigger silver sword. Yeah. I think that's probably what you would get. Can you roll me a history check for this passage?
Natural 20.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Okay. The red wolf's name is
Zog. I know that.
but his father's name.
Okay, here we go. Get into his daddy issues. This guy's fucking dead.
Mr. the Goblin Shredder.
He's allergic to peanuts.
Yes.
That proves his immunities.
Yeah. Splash water on him and he melts. It's a fascinating weakness. So with a nat 20 on history, I think we can say that Rafe did get a bit of research on the red wolves. It seems that they are strong based on his investigation. He also notes that there seems to be a wide variance of lupine features from reported red wolves. They don't all look the same.
Okay.
And Quinny, I'll give you a point of advantage or an inspiration, I guess, specific to monster use. So because you rolled nat 20 and you don't actually get that much information, next time you want to try and understand something about a monster, you'll have advantage on that.
When using the book or just in general? Like if I want to look into this book and see if I find info on another monster, do you want me to have advantage for that?
Yeah, maybe we'll just make it book-based.
Okay.
Bookspiration.
Cool. I will just add.
Keep that book.
Give a hoot. Read a book. The stupidest background joke. But I deeply love it. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what you get on red wolves.
Okay.
So it sounds like in terms of planning, with this information you've shared, Quinny, I have a silvered hammer, and the new gore blade of our dearest murder child is also silvered. Do you have silver weapons of your own?
I don't think I do. I think I gave up my silver weapon that I had once upon a time.
Well, I've got a pitch. So we know we want to go after these wolves.
Yep.
And we have this list of traitors, all of whom exist and are strengthening the Nightmare Lord, but also are relatively harmless. They're the Nuggets Poons of the Nightmare Lord's network.
Okay.
Perhaps we could travel about town today. Ask for various Tony Toots information of these names and these informations to get addresses. Perhaps carry out a wave of small murders just to eliminate the Night Lord's loyalists and to make the Night Lord think we are playing towards a move against him.
Which we are?
And we are, and Zog is loyal to him too. Finish your idea. Finish your idea. Yeah.
Oh,
We'd strike at the spy network, making it seem like we are playing the spy game.
Okay.
The Nightmare Lord begins to look at his street assets. He tries to figure all of that out. Then we strike at Zog through this hole in the ground.
Okay. Yep.
It's the old rope-a-dope, as it's been called. And at the same time, we could kill Larry and make our 1,000 gold and go back to the musty, murky mortar.
Oh, you've got it out for this Larry guy. Yeah, let's do that.
But then we could pay them to silver your weapons.
To silver some weapons. Yeah.
I get to kill Larry. You get silver weapons, and the Nightmare Lord is weakened and perhaps distracted.
So we pick off some easy marks from this list to murder, and then we kill Larry. Then we get some silver weapons with the money from killing Larry at the musty, murky mortar. And then we sneak in and kill Zog while the Nightmare Lord is like, oh, what's going on?
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I understand it.
But is there a but?
Or were you just repeating it back to us to make sure you understood it?
I just wanted to make sure I understood it. I still haven't quite made the connection between, like, the Nightmare Lord is like, ooh, what's going on? And then we, like, sneak in and that gives us, like, a better position to kill the wolves?
It won't necessarily give us a better position to kill the wolves or anything like that, but knocking off low-level turncoats, essentially, you know, so they can't be trusted with that much loyalty, I assume.
I would assume so as well. But the other thing is, everything we've done has knocked off gangs directly surrounding the wolves in literally the last 2 nights. The entire town was up in arms last evening because we blew up a second sun. In this case, all of a sudden it's not happening at their door. It's happening somewhere else. Maybe we don't strike down in any of the gang territories, just Midtown.
Yep. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's going to depend on where these people are at, if we can find them.
The Nightmare Lord thinks we're shifting up. Through our Tony Toots network, we're hunting out and eliminating those in the mid-range. Then he thinks, out, middle, the next strike will surely be uptown. And that is when we grab the wolves by the throat and show them a true alpha death wolf. He points.
Yeah, I was thinking you two weren't out there. You were still brawling it out in that burning building. But when Death Wolf let out that big old gnarly howl, this lady from
we helped kill her.
Yeah, but she was like, she sniffed me and could smell that I was not of her kind, a werewolf, I guess. But she came because of the howl. Like, she came to their aid. I think that's our in, is either we want to become like them, you know, say, hey, we heard you guys are powerful, let us in. I mean, we're still going to come in through a secret entrance.
Well, I think you're saying there's a chance for a frontal assault. Perhaps Death Wolf, the personality who I have befriended, could challenge this Red Wolf to become the group alpha. If they believe in something as toxic as an alpha, there can be only one.
Yep. Yeah,
but what happens if the Red Wolf is just like, Death Wolf down, and I'm just like, okay.
Well, I'm going to tell you, first of all, based on my experience, Death Wolf likes to fight a little bit before surrendering. And if that happens, we just break the rules and kill everyone.
But what if he tells me to, like, it's like, attack your friends? And then I'm like, okay.
Have we heard that he's psychic? If that is true, I'm also concerned.
No. But, like, I don't know what sway he'll have over Death Wolf.
Maybe we keep Death Wolf in our back pocket then? If you feel better about that?
So you're saying Death Wolf's a pretty solid beta?
I don't know.
Well, if you had to guess, it seems like you know the most about Death Wolf, and you're pretty worried that you're going to roll over instantly.
Are you trying to go Death Wolf through Echo right now?
I can't tell what I'm doing.
Okay. Because I don't know if that's going to work.
This is just a conversation.
All I know is that, like, when Death Wolf has come out, there's been, like, sometimes Death Wolf will be a little bit, like, ooh, hesitant, and then Moss is like, hey, I'm here, but, like, hasn't been able to, like, actually be like, hey, I'm here, Death Wolf.
Oh, it seems like your worry is that you can't control Death Wolf.
Yes.
But I can. Death Wolf works for me now.
Okay, are you sure?
Of course.
Can you turn into Death Wolf on purpose?
Do you want me to try now?
No,
we're in the middle of a crowded street. No.
Okay.
I think if we want to try that,
we can test it out later tonight.
Yeah, we do the casual murders now, kill Larry, get your silvered weapon, and then we go either test out Death Wolf or use a secret door.
I think maybe we can work both to get the most bang for our buck. Of secret door is our in. Death Wolf and seeking to become members lets us perhaps move through.
But why do the secret door at all? Why we could try Death Wolf publicly, like a knock on the front door. Howl, wolves come out. This wolf's in charge now.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we should just, like, continue, like, the sneaky murdering we've done, but, like, in Dust Hawk Hill.
I'm just saying, if we try the front door thing and it doesn't work, we're starting from the front door as we fight our way in. If we try back door and our cover story doesn't work,
we would run.
Sorry, guys, just to be clear, there is only one door. It is the magically obscured doors. There is no back door. It's front door or bust, and the front door is what's illusion walled.
Oh, okay. I still thought that Dust Hawk Hill functioned as a part of the city in some way.
You can cross over the hill.
Okay.
So the gang HQ is underground, but the gang's territory is overground.
Yes.
Got it.
So basically, anyone who's been going over the hill has been getting murdered, but the gang itself is under the hill.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I wasn't clear about that.
Okay. Then it circles back to we are doing that
it's
illusory
a front door
wall
either way.
thing,
Fuck
and
it.
we are doing the cover of Death Wolf.
We could put Deathwolf on a separate boat so Deathwolf can't kill us, and then let Deathwolf go up and go,
Wait.
You say things that shake my confidence in your control over Deathwolf.
I'm fully confident in my control over Deathwolf, but you're both disbelieving me.
Well, then you ride in the boat with Deathwolf.
That's fine.
Okay.
I loved my plan from the beginning.
Good. We'll get in the boats for now. We'll kill Larry. Everyone wants to kill Larry super badly. Let's go kill Larry.
Okay, Larry first, then the Tony Toots Network, then Silvering, then perhaps a rest. Then we'll go and fight wolves.
All right, sounds good.
What's the Tony Toots Network?
And with that, you make your way
I lost the thread somewhere.
up to Midtown. Okay, so how do you want to try? And you're just literally going into every bar and restaurant and asking for.
We ask for the Tony Toots contact, and then it's like, who do you know on this list, and where can we find them? And we just pull all the names that they can identify with addresses.
Okay, so let's get investigation at advantage, please.
Who do you want to roll it?
Oh yeah, I guess
Who would be? You tell me. This is probably Quinny.
That was your idea.
All right,
Go for it.
Forsaken. He's cigar-smoking murder contact guy. Oh, I rolled an 11 twice. That makes that really clean. That's 13. It's an investigation. 17.
17. Okay. So, yeah, the Tony Tooth Network was intended more to be like if you need to get a message to not, I can give you a lot of information. So they don't have a lot for you.
Yeah, he's just expecting whoever the Tony Toots contact is. It's not going to be a message from big important lady.
No, but also like they aren't, they are a Mr. Poon or lower level person. So it's not like they can be like, oh yeah, that guy lives down the street. But you're able to get, you can triangulate some. We'll say you rolled a 17.
Yeah. It's just a Poon v. Poon situation.
Yeah, there's about 10 people you can get from kind of asking around in and you want to be away from Dust Hawk Hill, so that is Eastway,
like Midtown-ish. So we're well out of that.
So you're looking
range.
at like Eastway, the Steeps, Bloomridge, and Sea Tower are the regions you can kind of go to. Sea Tower is the furthest southwest. It's a place you haven't been yet, but it's very far away from Dust Hawk Hill.
Sounds good.
Great. We'd love to do 10 murders, please.
Not
Mr.
random,
DM,
right?
I would like 10
No, he
murders.
said we got 10 names, so it's 10 murders.
Assuming we can find them.
Well, you said those were the 10 names we got. We'll find them. We're good. You can fly. You can fly. We can find some asshole named Dave.
We've got names, no descriptions.
These are the ones the Pooners can point out for us.
Sorry, I'm just imagining like, Mr. DM, I'd like to exchange this shitty plan for 10 murders, please.
Well, the plan was to get like 200
Playing Monopoly.
targets. Yeah.
Like, well, the bank is out of murders. So, okay. So you're heading to Sea Tower, which is one of the largest districts of Baldur's Gate in the western portion of the city, along the northern shore of the river Kyanthar, I guess, and the western docks of Grey Harbor. So you've got a sort of like a busy port area. There's the Sea Tower of Baldarian is like a separate kind of big fancy fortress that the Flaming Fist use as a naval base and armory, as well as a prison. There is the sewer keep, which magically treats the sewage waste before it's washed into the river.
Yummy.
And your contacts would tell you that the kingpin of this area is Genamine Kopali. Could be Genamine, I guess. Genamine Kopali is the kingpin of the district. There's also the Candlekeep Chandlery, which is a small kind of like offshoot of Candlekeep that allows, it's a popular tourist destination. Candlekeep is down just south of, I believe, south of Baldur's Gate. So it's a bit of a like, come here, go there kind of situation, as well as a bathhouse, the Hissing Stones bathhouse, which is where you have definitely heard of a target because I want an Eastern Promises fight in bathhouse. So
Forsaken's getting naked.
Yeah, so
he doesn't care.
So the Candlekeep Chandlery is a products and candles, both mundane and magical, and again just kind of tied into Candlekeep down the road. Although in a kind of loose, like unofficial touristy kind of like, you can see Candlekeep, buy a candle. It's like, it's not.
You can keep it.
They're a library. It's like, shh, buy a candle.
Keep a candle.
Yeah. Okay. So you arrive in Sea Tower, fresh sea air coming in. It's a big bustling area of town. And so far away from kind of the shenanigans you've been causing that there is very little tone of big things are happening in the city here. It seems to be somewhat more normal. Boats coming and going. What do you do?
Alrighty, we have our names and approximate locations. Time to do some murders. You want to do rock, paper, scissors for who gets the first one?
I mean, I'm fine. If you two want to... This seems like it's more fun for you. I really
want to try out the phase dagger.
All right, I think it seems like Murder Child, you get the first one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use the phase dagger.
Perfect.
All right, so Murder Child, can you roll me a ranged attack, please?
Yeah, this is going to be like a dagger, right? Like a normal dagger?
Yep.
I assume. I'm going to use an Echo Inspiration because she really
lives for this.
She really wants this first one to go well. That's not much better. 15 to hit.
15. That'll hit. Again, these are Mr. Poon or lower kind of. Well, actually, sorry, that's not true. That's an assumption that the Forsaken made. These were people who were better than Mr. Poon, but they are a lot of them still just random people.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a greeter outside a fish market who is, just waving to people as they go by, and then all of a sudden just a dagger thwacks him in the back of the skull, and he falls face first into the fish, and the dagger disappears, and everyone's like panicking and yelling, but there's no murder weapon.
Oh, yeah.
And, someone's like, get the flaming fist! We have to get the flaming fist! And the owner of the store comes out, looks at the dead guy in the fish and says, half off? And everyone's like, maybe.
It's just the song "The Lineman" is just playing while like this montage of these hits goes on.
Exactly. It's just Eric Clapton's Layla, just in slow motion. It's like normal people are going about their happy day, and a bunch of people are getting whacked.
Yeah.
All right. Forsaken, you find a name in a bathhouse. What does the Forsaken do to kill a guy in a bathhouse?
The Forsaken goes in. He's got to strip down. He's looking totally normal, but he takes a ring. He takes some rings from his collection of jewelry, and he ends up inside the sauna with his target. And he sees him sitting and just kind of tired. He looks over and says, "Oh, yes." Just to himself.
The theatrics are so good.
Yes.
That's just like, hey, Bob, can I help you?
Of course he does, yeah.
Oh, no, you can't help me. I can barely help myself. Today I've really got the toots. And he farts and he clangs his rings together to create a spark. And he casts an atheist version of Sacred Flame.
What?
It's just a big blue flame that he can blast this guy with.
Not what I was expecting.
No, it's that's his strategy.
All right,
I was born in the steam.
Yeah, little flint rings.
DC 18.
DC 18. All right.
For a dex save.
He will succeed. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then I just beat him to death.
There's your Eastern Promises.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's Eastern Promises if it's all one-sided. a guy blue flames someone, turns around, just punches him until he's paced.
Yeah.
Then he rinses off his hands. And he goes. You got a bit of a schwet on.
Okay,
nice.
security,
a bit of a schwitz.
Security is mobbing you. What do you do?
Security is mobbing me? Well, it sounds like another great time to fart on them. So I'm going to just flamethrower ass and beat to death on my way in and out of this place.
Okay, well, they fail the flamethrower check, so they kind of like lurch out of your way, batting it at the blue flame that's engulfing them.
That's a pretty good roll. That's 15 fire damage.
Okay, yeah, they have to like leap into the bath to put out the flames, allowing you a clean it's a bit of a it's a weird pull, but
tell them the Forsaken did it. He yells.
It's just everyone is like, it's a cool guy doesn't look at explosions coming.
You got to bring your chit to the front and get all your gear again.
Yeah, it's a Forsaken. I'll take that back. Everyone here, if you're still alive, you can tell the Nightmare Lord he can eat my ass. He yells.
Can I keep these free booties?
I like the robes.
They were nice for the shower, but nowhere else.
Yes, they will follow me into the dark.
Right.
Tell the Nightmare Lord. He's not next. I have a list, but I'm going to get to him.
All right, Echo, what's your second murder? of the day. I should clarify.
Yeah.
Second murder of the day, I'm going to try the fancy Swiss Army knife, which we haven't really discussed what tools are in it. Is it like a typical Swiss Army knife?
No, I was imagining it as a like basically a reconstructible blade. So if you need it for flensing, you can make it flensing. If you need a little saw to like cut through wood, you can cut through wood. If you need like a little kind of like more butcher knifey kind of thing, it's not necessarily built purely for murder, but it's just built to be like if you need a type of knife, this knife can transmutate into that kind
It's a switch army blade. Like it's a switch blade, but switch is the kind of knife.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you just kind of like
see.
transformer it into whatever form of knife you need.
That's fun.
Okay.
Like
In
Clown's two
that
swords and Advent
case,
children.
I want like a scalpel.
Sure, yeah, I could do that.
And I would like to roll by someone and just like with a scalpel out, just like cut their femoral artery.
Oh my God.
Just drive by.
Straight to the groin.
Yeah, I mean, this is the
She's
Echo.
that groin level.
Yeah,
She's
like
sitting-
I'm gonna say it's right there.
Also,
Yeah.
Echo has been no bluff this whole time. Like
No.
all of Echo's terror,
Yeah.
She's as
terror
good as her
that
word.
she's-
I just want to say Juniper is going to pay a price later,
Yeah.
like
Fair enough.
emotionally.
Oh, this is all
for what
legal.
Echo is doing.
We're
Roll
all,
me,
we're all
uh,
just having a fun.
This is
goofy
all
time.
legal. This is
roll,
fine.
roll me a stealth check.
You have a king to pardon this behavior.
14.
All right. Well, the agent failed.
Excellent.
So yeah, you just see like a clearly like an ex-soldier, just kind of like old grizzled veteran standing there, and he's playing dice with some people, but also clearly kind of like keeping an eye on what's going around. And he's playing against a member of the Patriarch who is losing, is winning far more than they ought to. Like he's loaded the dice for the opposite reason. The Patriarch's like, oh yeah, it's so amazing. I mean, you would think they would keep better track of where the gold is kept, but they just like, well, I shouldn't be. Oh, I won again. Oh yeah, it's so funny. And the man's like, yes, yeah. Oh, that is silly. Oh, I lost again. Here's a silver, but yeah, tell me where's the easiest way in? As you just roll by. You roll, I guess a sleight of hand, maybe. Does that feel right for this, or you? Because it's like you're not really attacking him. You're looking for a strategic strike.
Yeah.
You could take a dex save, maybe. Or you could just roll it as an attack.
I mean, sleight of hand feels like, yeah, because I think she would almost like feign kind of like losing control and doing a little wobble.
Okay.
And then just like getting her balance.
Okay, then
just
roll me a
whoop.
deception, I guess.
Sure. 25.
Whoa. I rolled a 6 because I'm busy rolling dice. So yeah, he buys it and like sees the wobble and like I guess like either probably honestly I don't think he'd lean out to help. He leans to get out of the way, which brings you close enough, I guess, to just and he goes, oh. Fuck, and just falls forward into the dice. And the Patriarch's like, I guess I will. Oh, a murder, and starts like trying to wake his friend up. He's like, good show, old chap, good show, a murder. I've been involved in a murder. They're gonna think it was me. And just stands up. He's like, it wasn't me. I did not murder this man. Get up, old friend. Get up. And he starts like trying to drag the body up as the guy's just bleeding to death.
Echo is going to roll away, going murder.
Flee, child! I will find the murderer! Help! I'm too rich for this! All right, the day progresses with similar acts
We're
of
all
violence.
having a fun time. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, murders are done, enemies are dispatched, and you spend your day doing, as Ryan, I think you put it, a series of small murders.
Correct.
So small murders all day. What I will need is... I think Echo, based on what you rolled, you're fine. Forsaken, I need, I think, an athletics check from you, because at some point you have to book it away from all of the murders you've committed. So just kind of at the...
I won't be arrested. I'm the friend of a duke. They did leave their names with the duke and said ignore their crimes. But we'll see. That's his fallback plan. His fallback plan is diplomatic immunity.
God.
That is a 18.
Okay, yeah, you managed to get away from your final murder, yelling diplomatic immunity.
Oh, no. Eat my ass, my lord. Death to you and your followers. Also, any of the other ones you heard about today, those were us too. I'm the Forsaken.
Quinny, what are you doing while they're committing this series of small murders?
I think just doing what I can to reduce consequences. So while they roll away going murder or say eat my ass, I am actually in the shadows, just like eldritch blasting like a bouncer off balance and stuff like that, or I'm just like upending a cart in the street so that it just causes a distraction. I'm like cutting the purse of some rich guy who's like slumming it down here, and all his coins roll out and everybody goes to grab them, and just trying to really close the deal for each of these is my contribution.
Give me a sleight of hand, please.
Okay. Natural 20.
This is a classic, like...
It's a 35 total.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a classic, the kids are having a great time but don't see that there's just secretly someone keeping them alive throughout a situation where like both of them are just convinced of their own excellence at this, and
it
it's
was my fault for not following the Forsaken into the bathhouse. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, I got to start running interference here.
He watched me burn down a bathhouse. There's so many 10 cars I exited yelling my own name constantly, which I have been doing every kill.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so Quinny, you managed to keep the heat off of these two chuckle fucks as they go on their rampage of murder and violence. I'm sorry you were mid drink.
I got you, so I deserve it. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, Quinny, we've done our 10 small murders, and I think it's only fair that the 11th is one you get to do.
Well, Larry, I don't even really want to...
Do you want silver weapons?
I do. Is that now a condition? Is I have to be the one to kill him?
You gotta pull your weight.
Yeah.
Pull my weight.
You gotta stop phoning it in. The whole day has been us working.
Angry. Oh, I'm so angry.
Yeah, I'm also going to give Echo and the Forsaken a point of inspiration for doing what they love.
Ooh.
Listen, you can lead the team, but you have to do some of the work.
Oh, when I get you, Ricky. Ricky, when I get you.
Goblin Jr.'s like, snarf, 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 which translates to, yar, I thought they called you the hit man, not the not hit guy.
Yeah, I thought they called you the hit man, not the quit man.
Yar, that one be better.
I've been watching you all day, Quinny. You haven't done a single murder, and at that one murder, you tried to pick a guy's pocket and just dropped all the coins on the ground.
Yep, that's what I did.
And then I saw you try to steal that apple, and you knocked over the cart. It's been an embarrassing day for you.
Can you roll me a wisdom save, Quinny?
I'm going to take psychic damage. Just blood comes out of my nose. Wisdom, 16... Plus nothing, 16 is my save.
You hold your tongue.
Okay. All right. Okay. Am I correct in understanding that neither of you two are going to kill...
No, it's your turn.
It's okay. You sure, Echo? You've been having a fun time? You don't want to do this again?
I mean, I've had a really good time, and I would never say no to more, but I feel like you need this.
Yeah, you seem pretty frustrated with yourself.
Okay, I'll be right back. Keep watch. I'm assuming we're outside this guy's place having this awful conversation.
Of course.
Okay.
Yep.
This time we're outside the door.
Yeah. I walk in. Fuck yeah. And
you think.
Oh, okay. I walk in.
There is no fuck yeah.
Okay.
You step on crunching glass from the magic missile trap in the ceiling. Mm-hmm. And you see Larry impaled with a spike through his chest on the back wall.
And this is my first step into the store, so it's like it's in and then back out. It is Homer into the hedges.
Abe Simpson walking to the strip club, put his hat on, his hat up.
Okay, yeah, he goes back out. And I say, job's been done by someone else. You might want to have a look here. And I'll hold open the door for them to look inside.
Ah, nice.
Wait, does this mean we don't get the money?
Oh my God, you two. I just walk in. I'm going to investigate. I want to see what happened here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception, please.
Wait, why am I outside? I have diplomatic immunity. He's going to go in.
Sure.
21.
21. So, yeah, it looks like this is like very clearly a brute force.
Sounds like a message being
of some sort.
here?
Yeah. You can see that the desk is disturbed, where someone clearly like just like ducked over it. It's like basically like a big railway spike kind of thing is driven straight through his heart.
So the spike is not a part of the shop. The spike was brought in and driven into his chest and pinned him to the wall.
Yeah. And he is, just dead, pinned against the wall.
The Forsaken would like to check his office. What does it look like in there?
Untouched. But I mean, messy, but like you saw.
Oh, yeah, messy like that. Let's rob this fucking place. And he's going to take out his hammer and start hunting for other vaults by just smashing in the walls of this office.
Okay.
Make it quick. People aren't going to be able to ignore this for much longer, I'm assuming.
Okay. I need a con save from the Forsaken and dex saves from Quinny. And...
I'm outside. I never came in.
All right, great. Then just from Quinny.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
28.
28. Okay. So you'll both just take half damage from the explosives that the Forsaken hits with a hammer.
Does my evasion help me here? I can't remember if I have to see it. Nope. No damage on a success for a dex save.
Oh, okay, great.
Thank goodness.
So that is 31 halved for you because you tank it. But yeah, as you start to slam me with your, it's not Demon's Fire, which is good, but he's definitely trafficking in other stuff. So as you just start smashing vaults, one just ignites, lights up the room, blasts you back against a wall. You thump against the wall, fire comes ripping out of the door. Quinny, you kind of throw yourself down. His body kind of like shakes against the wall because Forsaken just got slammed into it, but is pinned so strongly against the wall that he doesn't drop.
All right, time to go, but I think we'll get credit for it now.
Yeah, you had enough? Okay. I just want to take a look at this spike because it was brought in here and driven into his chest. Seems like a pretty signature move of some kind in case we're going to this werewolf camp or anything like that, or just in the future. I want to be able to draw a connection between this and any other railway spikes I see someone carrying.
Sure, yeah, just an iron spike.
It's just an iron spike. What was its intended use? Like, is it a weapon or is it like?
Yeah, hard to tell. Like, it's not a railway spike in that it's got clear value elsewhere. Just like seems like someone had a giant metal spike made, possibly for pinning dudes to walls.
Okay, all right. So it looks like this is what it's designed to do, as far as I can tell.
Yes,
okay.
And
that's gruesome.
Yep. And in his hand, sort of like wedged into his fingers.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is Nightmare Lord.
Is a small note that says, "I helped them."
Yeah. Well, I'll take that. So that's not no, nobody else gets spooked.
No,
so I'll take that, and I'll come out. And I'll say, okay, run. There was an explosion. Run.
Yeah. So Echo's like open the door,
here.
responding to the explosion, and again, kind of like Quinny does, like, and I'm out.
Yeah. You get to be Donald Glover delivering the pizzas, just opening the door, and like, nope.
On our way back to the musky mortar, the Forsaken will look to both of you and say, "I had an idea. Do you think we could publish a threat in the paper?"
To the Nightmare Lord?
Yes.
Sure.
Do you think the paper would publish it?
That's actually a good point, because here, have a look at this. And I produced the note that says, I helped them. Like,
well, that's weird. What did you get that from?
Also clearly written in Larry the Lousy's blood.
I mean, I didn't see him take it off Larry. So.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Why'd you write that? That's weird.
I didn't. This was in Larry's hand when he was pinned to the wall.
Us?
Yeah, this is the Nightmare Lord or one of his agents, probably Nightmare Lord, making the connection that the explosives sourced from Larry were used to blow up the slaughterhouse.
Well, it's a little indirect. I don't know how many people are going to know about that.
Yeah,
I
you
think
definitely shouldn't tell Lewis.
I think we're making pretty big impressions. You know, it's what we were trying to do.
That's great.
So I helped them is probably enough to let those in the know that it's against their best interest to help us.
Excellent. He's getting loud and making mistakes. Because that guy, of all the people we helped, right, we did nothing for him. We robbed that idiot.
Well, yeah. We kind of hurt him more than we helped him. I mean, he's helping us kind of inadvertently in that we're going to take credit for his death and get some money. But other than that, yeah, not the best. Maybe I think it's then he's got to be the only one who had those explosives. So I think that means everyone else who's helped us, allies, I think everyone else is safe.
Here's the thing. The Nightmare Lord was always going to come after us in the guild. This is mission being accomplished. If that note hasn't been seen, let's go try to publish a threat.
Okay. If the note hasn't been seen, then maybe the newspaper doesn't know, but then, gosh, we're getting a lot of people in trouble at the newspaper.
It's almost like we need to turn the entire city against the Nightmare Lord.
Yeah.
Do you think they're safe now?
Immediately, yes. Like now in this moment, yes, I do. In the long run, hard to say. If we go and get them to publish a threat to the Nightmare Lord in their paper, then we have absolutely put them in harm's way by doing that.
At the same time, would the Nightmare Lord strike at them? It's forcing him out of the shadows.
I mean, we could always start the announcement in the paper being like, the editor of this paper.
I mean, I'm not going to do that.
Is printing this under address.
If you're really worried about it, why don't you write a letter to the Duke as Quinny Brownbarrow, saying maybe put some guards outside the newspaper. Then we publish the threat.
Yeah, we could do that. So where are you proposing we slot that into our overall plan here? Is this
there's a lot of
pre
porters.
or post? Oh, my
and he
God.
just flags one down. He's like, write him a letter.
All right.
So it doesn't all have to be complicated.
Yeah, you say that, and yet we seem to be stopping to pick up more and more things.
You can also stop by Baldur's Mouth. Never mind. It's on the other side of. Yeah, it's on the other side of the stuff. So yeah.
Well, I mean, last time we went from basically here to there to there. So
right,
I
but
thought
you're
it was
currently
all on a path.
You're in Sea Tower, which is on.
No, because we were outside Fun and Games because we just
you
left
went back
there.
to Fun and Games.
Yeah.
So you do need to go buy Baldur's. You can send a porter if you want, but you also do have to go buy the
paper.
You can stop by the paper on your way.
That's
through.
why that idea struck me. The paper's right here.
Right.
Extra. Read all about it. Explosions in the sky. What do they mean?
All right. Hello, young man. Would you run a letter for my friend here? Also, I need to speak to the editor.
I just sell newspapers. You have to go inside. I'm part of the local flavor.
God, that's just how you talk? Jesus.
Yeah, that's what they told me. They taught me to talk this way in order to sell newspapers.
How do you really talk?
Hello. This is my normal voice, but I got to sell the newspapers, so I have to pitch it up like this. Otherwise, people don't know it's the news.
Kid, you got
You're
gravitas.
really good at
Thank you. I've been working on it. I'm actually a
Kinda sounds
80-year-old gnome.
Wow. Well, excuse me. Pardon me.
That's perfect. I was going to say, kind of sounds like a sexy Remy pancake.
Wait, Remy Pancake is stealing my voice again?
No,
That
Remy
son of a
Pancake doesn't
bitch.
exist. Also, live in fear of Remy Darkness.
Extra, Remy Darkness is a real piece of shit.
Listen, I didn't want to find out about this man's backstory. I wanted to go inside. And
You're
he
talking to
turns,
me, not me talking to you.
turns and goes inside the paper.
So you're going to Baldur's Mouth.
Seems like this is happening whether Quinny wants it to or not. Like,
Isn't that this
the
whole
idea
adventure?
was being floated, but I guess it was just for fun to just say what's going to be inevitably happen.
Because the Forsaken thought you were just going to agree, and then it would have been nice.
All right, so you go inside. The editor is a deeply beleaguered.
The murderous psychopath equivalent of walking out into torrential rain and saying, "Looks like rain." It's happening. It's going to happen. I'm just talking about it.
If you were excited, this could have been fun for both of us.
So you walk into Baldur's Mouth, and it's a busy newspaper. There's lots of folks around, but there also seems to be a big commotion as they try and figure out like the headline story. They're working on tomorrow's paper right now. So you make your way inside, and the editor comes over and says, look, I'm real busy here. There was a very, very public murder not too long ago. There's a whole bunch of other murders coming around, but someone fucking hung a porter off Worms Crossing. This is like a spike through his chest. It's fucked up. So unless it's bigger than that, I don't think I can run it for you. But what do you got? You got a scoop on that?
The Forsaken is going to look back. Did anybody come in with him?
I feel like,
Yeah.
Quinny would come in. He wouldn't just wait outside.
After the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Should we Tell a tale or just publish something?
I mean, I wanted to take you up on your offer of letting the Duke know before we even did any of this, but we're in here now.
Yes, too late for that.
Apparently.
I'm a man of action.
All right, then you do your thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go flag down a porter and send a runner to the Duke.
Okay, you do that. You are the editor here.
Yeah. My name's Perry Prindlewinkle.
Nice to meet you, Perry. Can we step into an office somewhere more private?
What do you got for me? I'm very busy. We've had so many murders.
I'm going to explain all of the murders in one conversation.
Hey, are you going to then kill me? Is this
no? Absolutely not.
This isn't really some grand design serial killer bullshit?
No. If that would be really stupid.
Oh, all right. Look, Baldur's Gate. You got to ask. Yeah, sure. Hey, everybody, I'm going into this room with this not murderer guy. Please call the Flaming Fist if he kills me. I don't think he's going to, though.
No, I'm not going to.
He's not going to, but...
I'm not going to either.
All right, cool. We're just keep working on it. Yeah, see if you can work the other murders in, but maybe don't print anything till I hear from this guy, okay? All right, great. Okay, you guys come in. What's your deal? And like slams the door. Classic like little, editorial office. Various mock-ups. You can see sketches of Lewis the Tripod McFally hanging from a bridge that people have drawn. Yeah. And, yeah.
He was right to be afraid.
Yeah, the headline is like Worm's Ending, ? And he's like, we're not using that one. But yeah, okay, what do you got?
All right, friend. I am the Forsaken. This is Murder Child.
Hello.
This is Captain Puppy. Snarr. And our compatriot outside, that was the Hitman. We are in town to kill the Nightmare Lord, the specter that hangs over Baldur's Gate. We've begun striking out at his agents. All of the murders are ours.
So you killed the porter?
No, that one was him.
Okay.
It's a war between the Hitman and the Nightmare Lord for the ruling of the night. We acted today with a new wave of killings of those loyal to the Nightmare Lord in Midtown. And the upper city will feel our wrath tomorrow. Those who serve the Nightmare Lord should know we come for them, and they will die.
Okay, well, hey, if you give me an exclusive after you kill him, this is great. I'm happy to print what you need. If you die, you got to side with him. You understand?
I don't care if we're dead.
What can you do for me now?
Well, I mean, you came here to tell me that it's the Hitman versus the Nightmare Lord. No one knows who this Hitman is. We're hearing your name a lot, the Forsaken, but the Hitman, and nobody knows. If you want me to print Hitman v. Nightmare Lord, Dawn of Justice, I'll do that. I'll do that in a heartbeat. Look,
perfect.
Nightmare Lord's been stomping all over this place. We've been waiting for someone to kind of stand up to him. Then without 4 dukes, they can't get any shit done. So if you're trying to build up your Hitman as a rival to the Nightmare Lord, if you're out here to do some good or whatever, I should warn you, he's probably going to kill you. But if you want to bait him, I'm happy to help you. It's going to sell some fucking papers, I can tell you that much.
Excellent. Let's bait the prick.
This episode of Dum-Dums and Dragons features the voices of Ryan LaPlante at the Ryan LaPlante on Twitter, Tyler Hewitt at Tyler_Hewitt on Twitter, Laura Hamstra at EL Hamstring on Twitter, and our DM Tom McGee at McGeeTD on Twitter. This episode's sound was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Dum-Dums and Dragons artwork is by Del Borovic, who can be found at delborovic.com. Our theme songs are And Now for That Massive Coronary and Skipping Through the Orchestra Pit Part 1 by Peter Gresser, and our ad music is No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, all available at freemusicarchive.org. When it comes to Dum-Dums and Dice, you can visit our website at dumdumdice.com. Our Twitter and Instagram are at dumdumdice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/dumdumdice. But most importantly, we've got merchandise at redbubble.com/people/dumdumdice, or you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. And tune in next week for more Dum-Dums and Dragons. Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Nithrian, Garbo Ape,
Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine,
Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia de los Hoodless,
Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Dragonfly, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Beef Not Cheese, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Adam, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.